How you can work with this like professional?
That way we could get some better control over it.
Really, this is like all of the tools you ever need in one.
So, a couple weeks ago, we shot Chills at First Sight.
There is Blood at First Sight, which is a meet-cute between two slasher villains. And now this is Chills at First Sight, which is a meet-cute between a valley girl and a ghost who haunts the creepy cabin she goes to.
That is an offensive term in the supernatural community. The lights go off.
I think it's hilarious when I say things like, sexier, or put the ice cream on your face. You know, just like those sentences out of context would be just hilarious. And in context, I think they are still arguably hilarious.
The signature fuck-up of this movie's pre-production was Leah's availability ended up being much later in the day than we had thought.
Slečna, co to bude režírovat, končí v práci ve 4. Plán byl, že budeme točit o 4. Takže tak čekáme, budeme čekat tak do 7 ještě.
Because me and Philip had some time to wait, we kind of thought we may as well visit the local pub.
Dvě piška nějaký, jaký nabízíte?
I think this is a very good example of the fact that even though things were already going wrong, if there's nothing you can do about something at that moment, then what's the point stressing about it, you know? Have a beer. Once me and Philip finished our beer, the guys finally arrived, and we were finally able to get the set prepped for our main actress, Andrew Mendes.
Thank you very much. Your body as a vessel.
I'd be okay with that.
And control your mind.
I like a dominant man.
This thing cost 700 crowns and it's work like this. How you can work with this like professional? It doesn't work.
You sound like Russian.
I don't sound like Russian.
Me?
We both sound like Russian.
Smoke machines are great because when you really spread them throughout the room, they make it seem like there's a lot more depth to the scene, which is already, you know, a thing just with focus racking and depth of field. But if you add that actual smoke to the scene, it's a really subtle difference, but you can tell the difference between a scene that has it and doesn't have it once you take it away.
Okay, do you want to set up the light maybe instead of talking about it?
I can't set up the light because I don't have the electricity, Joey. The electricity coming right now.
Já jsem vyrobil funkční televizi. Jakože když zmáčneš on, tak se rozsvítí, a když zmáčneš off, tak se zasne.
The way that we usually coordinate shoots like this is that we shoot coverage first and then inserts.
Fuck you, Jonathan!
What does that mean? Coverage shots are shots that cover the entire scene. They cover inch.
Právě jsme dotočili coverage. Co je coverage?
We had Adri run through the entire scene from start to finish from one angle, and then we had to do the exact same thing from start to finish from another angle, and just do that from all the angles that we wanted on her first. Then we just went through the whole thing chronologically and did inserts. If we hadn't had a plan like this, the shoot would have gone on for a lot longer.
Shot off.
Yes.
I said coverage.
We said coverage.
You little Australian
Guy from the opposite of the
art.
earth.
This shoot was particularly fun for me as technical director because me and David had the pleasure of planning out the effects for this movie, a lot of which were practical.
Alright, ready? Adri, get your position right. Look right at the candles, be in character, and one by one, David.
The first of those effects were the candles. Now the candles were super simple. All we needed to do was just blow them out and then reverse the shot, and boom, candles light up on their own. Let me try. The trick was that we didn't want them to just kind of blow out simultaneously. We wanted them to come on one by one, very quickly. Ta-ta.
Okay. Go.
The way we did that was that we had David with a straw, just out of frame, blowing them out one by one.
Právě jsme svoupili svíčky brčkem, kámo. Pak to revezneme a budeme mít jak pum, takhle se rozsvítí.
The next effect was more complicated. Our original plan was to use strings and to kind of like have me and David out of frame, sort of tugging at the record and levitating it on our own, and then we just paint out the strings.
Oh no, come on!
I have absolutely no clue what they're trying to do.
Do you think they have clue?
No.
No.
No, fuck off! Come on.
Hey, I think...
Record-breaking moment.
I was gonna make that joke! Damn it, Leah!
In the final product, what you see is a composited shot of a record that we filmed about a week later in our studio here on a light stand that we spun around. So instead of suspending it from the top and having the record kind of fumble around, we suspended it from the bottom. Suspended it, I guess we just attached it from the bottom. That way we could get some better control over it, which was kind of the issue when we were on set. And we were able to even kind of screw it on to the light stand from both ends, which is that little knob that you see there in the final product, which we kind of decided was fine to leave in.
Maybe change some music.
Sorry.
One moment. That's better.
We were saying with David though that a thing I could have done a lot better is just add a bit of a hue shift to the center of one of the records to make it seem like they're different records.
Can you put another string there and I can have two?
The next effect involved the spoon, which we did end up doing practically with just a bit of a string painted out.
Okay, Joe.
Yes.
I get these. You get these.
It still goes to me.
And it worked really well.
Okay, no, this will totally work. We want to go up, up, and then suddenly.
Practical effects are extremely fun to do, but the funny thing about them on like low budget sets like these is that while they start getting set up, they always look so ridiculously stupid.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
And there's always this like vibe of everyone going, this is not gonna work, this is ridiculous, but then it does.
Scoop it up.
Like whether it's duct taping something so it sticks, or using strings to levitate a spoon, duct taping a spoon to a camera rig.
Really, this is like all of the tools you ever need in one. You know what I mean?
If we ever move on to like bigger kind of things than these small projects, I'll miss that low budget vibe for sure.
And cut.